no way. No fucking way. That's like some BS. No way. No one can do that. So can you tell us a little about like what you do when you're not just loving on people?
It is by accident again. My business has failed, and so what you do is become a consultant. And so I'm a consultant, like a researcher at the time, back in the 70s, for Fortune 500 companies that wanted to do stuff. And I was in Washington, so they wanted to get money to start businesses and buy companies and find out the market for stuff. So I was in Washington, and I'd go around Washington and find help for them. And I'd find offices that give you money, offices that give you free reports on the markets for anything. Like I did one for Procter & Gamble on pasta, and I found a pasta expert in Washington who just spent $1 million on some study on what's the good and bad about pasta business and who makes money and where to get money. And so I'd take that stuff and I'd take the government's name off of it, put my name on it, because nothing in the government is copyrighted. And I thank the department or whatever, and sell it to them for thousands of dollars. They loved it. Millionaires, and that's what I saw, was making billionaires out of millionaires. I said, why doesn't the average person know about it? So then I said, I want to help people, and that was my first successful business. So I was, very happy with that. But then to reach people on the street, it had to do with books. I couldn't charge $20,000 for them to do that. And so then you sell books and through publicity and doing talk shows and stuff like that. And I've been doing that for a long time. But what I see, anybody can use it. The government, 40% of everything in our economy are organizations that give you free money to solve a problem. Whether it's, you need money to get out of debt, you need money to get rid of your bills and expenses, you need money to start a business, you need money to get an education or get a better job, you need money to buy a house or fix up your house, you need money for anything you want is there. Healthcare, free legal help. It's all in the government. I was finding a government grant the other day for, you want to buy out your boss, $250,000 they'll give you in this is Colorado to do that. Wisconsin will give you $250,000 to start a business as long as you stay there 15 years. Just stuff like that. Absolutely.
I did know about Oklahoma. I think there was like a thing where Oklahoma City was trying to get people to move there, so you would get.
That's true.
You got like $20,000 put down on a place to live.
Exactly. Yeah.
In Oklahoma City, and then they would give you $10,000 a year.
Right.
And I was like, and all you had to do was stay for 2 years. So, and then you could rent the house out or whatever. Right. And I was like, 2 years, and I could own a property in Oklahoma City, and then I could rent it out. Like, I work for myself. Am I interested? And like, going back to your heart, like my heart wasn't in it, so I was like, that sounds like it's not enough money for me. But like, I did know about that, so I didn't realize, like, okay, this is so cool. So like, all these states have different stuff. You just have to know it exists. The government has this. I think we all just have to can we just take a brief moment? We are recording this 2 months into a shit show. Is there still going to be money for all of us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is more show business that's going on. For the average person, it's all still there. The downside, if all it still works, none of his stuff is legal yet. He just does it and waits till somebody stops him. But what's important is that, can you go online now? Let me show you something.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on to findhelp.org.
Findhelp.org.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, findhelp.org. Put in your zip code. I don't know what Vegas is. What's the OE on your hand?
Oh, it's part of my other hand tattoo. The other half is my husband.
Oh.
And it's he has the LV, so it's the love statue, the art. He's from Philly.
Okay.
Matthew, I am getting an unauthorized user for findhelp.org.
Where are you?
Maybe I'm.
Are you sure in the country? That sounds like you're not in the country.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me see if my VPN is on you.
Are you there?
There we go. We're
Yeah.
in.
Right.
We're in. You're so smart, Matt. You're like, you're not. Okay, it doesn't like a VPN. So everyone, when you go to this, turn off your VPN, which is kind of like Hulu. It doesn't
Yeah.
like your VPN either. Okay, so I put in my zip code. Okay, there are 2,738 programs in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay, so I mean, 2,700 programs, those programs are all from nonprofit agencies or government offices. That means they all give you money or free help. None of them will ever charge you a nickel for what they have. The government gives an average of $18,000 to every adult through programs like this every year. And that's amazing. And so you have, what, 1,800 of them? And so like if you have to.
2,700.
Oh, 2,700, okay.
Yes,
27.
yes.
Yeah, incredible. I mean, and it's for anything. Look at the tabs on top. You know, they have probably food.
Yeah, there's tabs for food.
Yeah.
There's which when you tab on that, it has like community gardens,
Right.
emergency food, food pantries, meals, housing.
Right.
There's 22 things in housing, goods. There's a ton of stuff in goods. Transit, they'll help you buy bus passes, health, money.
Right. Go up in there's the little search bar on the left-hand side on top. Put in financial assistance.
Financial.
Assistance.
Wow, Leslie spell. Assistance. Okay, here we go.
How many do you have there?
It's showing me 791 pages, and there's 10 listings on each
So
page.
you got
That's
hundreds.
7,000.
See, all those people there
Wow.
are there to give you free financial assistance. Most of us say, well, we got to go to the bank, or we got to rob a 7-Eleven, or whatever, yeah. And that's the options people don't know. That's why I think Google is ruining our country, because everyone's going to Google, and you can't find these in Google because they don't advertise. So
Right, and they're not doing the SEO game. They
right,
don't
exactly.
have time for that.
Right, they're not
So,
doing that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining that, because I was just thinking like, oh, I've just like, a couple of years ago, my husband and I were trying to get a business loan for
Right.
our business to help grow it. And we, of course, went to our bank,
Right.
and that we banked with since the dawn of my business.
Right.
And I've always made more money every year. And they're like, no,
Right.
you don't get any money from us because you're so small.
Yeah.
We don't care about you. So then I Googled like small business, and like nothing except for all these banks and credit.
Exactly.
These people don't want me. I'm not banking with them.
Right.
We had to we actually went to a WeBank event, and that's how my husband found someone who
wonderful.
wanted to invest
Right.
in our business. But this is really cool.
Yeah.
So this okay, but really, Matthew, so a lot of this, there's stuff for people for housing. So I know there's one I'm seeing for people who have babies in NICU. This is amazing. So can I find financial assistance for my business idea?
Yes,
Or is
not there though. Let me show you another website.
okay, not there. Okay.
Okay, SBA.gov, and then / and then local - assistance.
I see it.
But you have
Okay.
local - assistance, you get there after
Yep,
.gov. And there's a place to put in your zip code.
Yes, there is, and you can put a distance, and I'm just gonna keep it small. Let's just see.
Put it
It says
50,
25 miles.
because most of this stuff is remote anyway, so it doesn't matter where they are.
Yeah, there's it's telling me about the main off the Las Vegas. This the SBA of Las Vegas is down the street from my house.
But how many other places? Usually the non-SBA are better.
Okay, there's just in 25 miles, looks like I have about 15 options to go through.
Right. Now,
So
every-
that's
I know.
just in the that's just
Yeah.
the county.
Every one of
Yeah.
them are people that are there to help you find money and help you need to start or expand anything. So the best way to do it, and the way you do this, to me, my advice is to call and make appointments with as many as you can. Everybody has different ideas about how to do things and whatever, and different sources and all that kind of stuff. But they're all there to help anybody who calls to start their business, help you find money, help you find technical help, legal help, help you do your taxes, all for free. and or strategize for strategy. And one of the things I think is best too for someone like you, you're providing help to people as a service that see if the government buys that service. What's better from the government is not a grant, is really a contract. You get a government contract, to sell your services to the government, or from what they do, they spend a lot of money teaching people how to start a business. So like at your, what's called the Career One-Stop Center, you go, that's another thing for getting a job or things like that, or even starting a business. And they pay people, they train people to help start a business. So you could be a contractor for somebody like that. Contracting is better than any kind of grant because you get that forever, and it grows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually, in the last year, been working on certifying our business, because like there's some contracts that you're more likely to get if you're a certified women-owned business or things like that. But like, I got to like look for some of these contracts, like websites for that, and it is insane how many government contracts are wanting to use. Like they're like, we need
Exactly.
like the military is like, hey, we have a ton of people who want to do the military and they are not in shape.
Right.
So the military is looking for Pilates instructors or trainers or nutritionists to just help them with this problem they have. And like the truth is that most of us don't know these things exist.
Here's
and
where to
we're
go
the ones with all the passion.
Let me show you the best place for that. Now, you could use what I just gave you, and they would help you that, but there's a better place. It's called Apex Accelerators. APEX, and then I'll screw it up if I try to spell accelerator.
It's okay, Apex Accelerate. I know, it's one of those words.
Yeah, and then, but .us.
Okay.
Now, that's a free service that just specializes in helping people get contracts.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, that's even more fun because then I don't have to learn how to do it.
Exactly, right. And they help you with everything.
It can be a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is insane. You guys, if you could put your zip code in.
Right.
Okay, and it says find an Apex Accelerator near you. And guess what? There's one like, it looks like it's right. Oh my gosh, it's like down the street from, it's like down the street from my house.
Make an appointment as soon as you can,
Yeah, make an appointment. Okay, so, Matthew, this is amazing. First of all, you gave us more than I expected. Why do you do this? Why help all of us?
You just showed me why. Look at your excitement. Boy, if I could do that to somebody, that is just the nicest feeling in the world. Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, to another human that could react to something I know, and that's like, my pair of socks or something. I don't even think I know it. But when I see you, and you see that joy and that smile, that I could do that to a human. At 81, that's pretty special. That's a keep me going.
Well, then you're welcome. I promise you right now, Matthew, my husband is listening to this for the replay. So when he listens to that part, this is what he's gonna say. He's gonna go, my wife, and he's gonna shake his head. She's so humble. I mean, okay, so we're going to take a brief break, and then we're going to find out how people can work with you on this, because I have a feeling that, like, there's ways, like, that they could work more with you on this. All right, Matthew, because you just gave us, and this is really great, but I actually do think that, like, do you have a group or a place that people can get ongoing help? Because obviously you're not a recurring guest here. Right. So they can re-listen to this episode for those, like, really amazing mantras you've given us, but, like, how else can they work with you?
I got a service. It took me many years to figure out how I could create income. I like paying for my own way, and after people start buying reference books with the computers and website, it took me a while. And so I started a newsletter, And then what it turned into is a community. So I have a community now of 15,000 people that help each other get these programs. See, and I only charge $20. I didn't want to charge thousands like I did. I want to get the information to people who really need this. Otherwise, helping millionaires become billionaires was really boring. I mean, the millionaires aren't much fun. All they care about is money.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
not much of the heart is there. But people really need it is more satisfying. So this is only $20 I charge for everything, unlimited help for $20. Because members help. Like today, we'll have 4 or 5 Zoom calls with members asking questions, taking questions on how they got the money. So you have actually members, how they got it, and they share it with you. And then plus, and it became so profitable, I can't really fathom too much, is that we give out our own grants. We give out, about 40% of all our money goes back to members and grants. So we give out like $40,000 to $70,000 every month back to members, in 4 different kind of grants. And that's, I mean, I really feel cool about
I mean, you're
that.
a badass. You're really cool,
It
but you're
just-
like a badass. You're like, it's like not even Robin Hood because you're not taking from bad people.
Right.
You're like actually, like good people are paying in to help good people.
Whatever it is, but it seems like, I thought you had to be Jeff Bezos or his ex-wife or something like that to be able to do this, to give away
Yeah.
money. But it isn't. And that's, I never thought I'd be able to do that, and that's really satisfying.
Well, this is, I mean, thank you. We're gonna put the links to your group and everything below because like the thing that I think keeps people from being it till they see it is oftentimes the affordability
Right.
of it.
Exactly.
Like they get stuck in
Yeah.
that. And as a business owner, like I have always reinvested in my business, but like the ability to grow it
Yeah.
required some capital.
Right.
Because you can't risk the savings account.
Right.
And the IRS
Yeah.
might not go after Jeff Bezos, but he certainly comes after me. So I have to pay my bill.
Right.
I can't go, oh, it's coming.
Yeah.
I'm doing a thing. I tried something new. So when I had a bank go, hey, here is this with this really, really, mine's not even free money, but you're talking
Yeah.
about free money. Like, I actually have been able to grow my business and we haven't touched the money. Just like
Wow,
having
great.
it there
Yeah, right.
meant that we could like be a little riskier
Right.
and it's paying off.
Yeah.
So like
I
I just know how impactful it's been for me.
Yeah.
And my goodness, if I knew this 10 years ago, like I think we'd be in a different place, but I'm so grateful I got to meet you today. You have given us so much, some great talks, but I love to end every episode with bold, executable, intrinsic, or targeted steps people can take to be it till they see it. What do you have for us?
I don't even know what the fuck you said.
Oh, that's great. So I made an acronym, be it bold, executable, intrinsic, or targeted steps. So like, most of the listeners here are beautiful, amazing women over 40 who are
Yeah.
slightly too perfectionisty and they get like a
Okay.
little caught up in stuff.
Right.
So I like to give them action steps
Right.
so that when they fall in love with you, they have something that they can do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to do an idea, say if you want to start a nonprofit, you want to start a business, you want to start a business at your home, you want to be a freelancer, you have an invention to work on, you go to that sba.gov/ and then local-assistance, and you make an appointment. You make an appointment 1, 2, 3, or whatever. And you have to do that. Everybody wants to fill out an application and wait for the money. You can't do that because you don't know the application to fill out. You got to get experts and talk to experts who help people like you every day, and they're available for free, but they're not in Google. You can't use that. So you go, if it's for a professional, you go to sba.gov/ local assistance. If it's for education or job training, you go to careeronestop.org. That's another clearinghouse, and you put in your zip code to find a counselor to tell you about government money programs to help you train for a better job. So you want to get a skill to make better money and things like that. They'll help you with that, okay? And then if you have financial problems, you go to hud.gov/counseling, HUD for HUD.gov/counseling. And you put in your zip code there, and you get a free financial counselor, sit down and work out your debts, your bills, and all that stuff, so you don't carry that burden in the back of your head forever, and get that monkey off your back, and they'll do all that for free.
Oh my God. Matthew Lesko, thank you. Thank you. I thought of like 7 different people for each one of those email addresses.
Right.
Like, it's just in my like phone, my contacts. And so, you guys, I know you're gonna share this with a friend. I know you are, because like, I think where I do hear people going, it can't be that easy. It's not gonna be easy.
No, it's not.
I'm sure you're gonna have to fill out paperwork. You have to
Right.
make these appointments. You have to do the steps.
Right.
But it's there.
Exactly.
It's there, and because so few people will take the steps
Right.
and do the thing, like you're not in a huge competition. So, you know what, babe? Share this with a friend who needs to hear it. Thank you, Matthew Lesko. Go check out his group. Go check out what he's doing, and then report back. Let us know what you were able to do with it. Let us know what grant you did, or what website you did, or how it helped your friend. Because I think it'll make Matthew Lesko's day.
Absolutely. Let me see you smile.
Yeah. Y'all, you know what to do. Until next time, be it till you see it.
Recording stopped.
You're so cool.
Oh, thank you for saying that, Leslie. I just have, that gives me so much energy to think that I could make you feel.
Are you
that
in
way.
DC still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right downtown.
We were just through there at Christmas time.
Oh, really?
I taught at a Pilates studio in DC, and it was
Oh.
really a lot of fun.
Whereabouts? Do you
and-
remember whereabouts?
The studio is called the Toolbox. I'll tell you the address. It's a really cool event space. It's like they bought it as an event space, and then got art in it, but then it has Pilates equipment in there. They're on Connecticut Avenue, Northwest Washington, DC, 2000 zip code 1627. So
1627.
I don't
That's
know if
not
you-
far from me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they have like a beautiful art building
Oh.
that they put Pilates equipment in, and then
Wow.
people rent out the building, and they just put the Pilates equipment in this corner with this drape on it, and you can use it as a wedding event or a
Oh,
business
yeah,
event.
yeah,
And
cool.
so they it's genius. It's genius
Yeah.
what they're doing. That makes them plenty of money, and they're opening another Pilates studio / restaurant somewhere. Really creative people. But I have a couple clients out there that I love DC. Like, it's like a place where good ideas, cool
Yeah.
people kind of hang
Yeah,
out.
it's an international city, but doesn't have overtowering, skylines, So it's,
Yes,
and it's
that's true.
manageable, yeah.
That's really true. We're gonna get this all put together, edited out,
Okay,
sent
whatever,
out.
don't worry, I'll be here for 10 more years at least, so.
Please, I hope so. I hope so. If we come back through DC, I'm gonna.
Yeah, please, let me
I'm
know.
gonna ping
Ju-
ya. We're
ju-
gonna have to hang
yeah.
out.
No problem,
Yeah.
I'm right downtown, I'm not far from that. Yeah.
Wonderful. Although
Okay.
I think you'll compete on the bright colors, because
I-
normally I wear bright colors, but you
Oh,
might beat me.
okay. I love the
All right,
competition.
sir. Well, you have the most amazing evening.
You
I know it's
bet.
evening where you are.
Yeah.
Thank you for blessing us with all these smart things, and I can't wait to report back how it goes.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you. See you soon.
Oh, it's not that thing, oh, there it is, leave.